All right.
Thank-
We can start the podcast. We can start this.
Oh, wait, let me turn off my TV. Pokemon units are playing in the background. There we go. Okay, yeah, now I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right. So, here we go, folks. The podcast. We have nothing to talk about this week. Be honest. We have nothing to talk about.
We have something to talk about.
We have nothing to talk about this week. Tyler.
Zach.
What video games have you been playing lately?
I've been playing Final Fantasy XIV, trying to get a certain mount.
How's that been going for you? You enjoying your time with Final Fantasy XIV?
I like it. It's fun. I'm not into, a lot of the stuff the game has to offer. And the thing I'm doing now to get a certain mount, I have to do this boss fight a minimum of 50 times. Well, I have to complete it a minimum 50 times to get the mount that I want. Which is ridiculous. But there's also a 0.01 chance it'll drop the mount, but then you have to roll against 4 other people. But thankfully the battle's not that hard, so it's at least something to pass the time in the game till the DLC comes out, or expansion comes out.
Mm-hmm. Because I know they just recently released the Shadowbringer expansion for that game, right? Or not recently, but it was like a few months. It was a few months ago, I think.
It's a lot more than a few months ago.
Was it? I don't even remember. I just remember hearing. I remember hearing about it a lot, so maybe I'm probably incorrect on that. But yeah,
there's a bunch of people doing things that are like the end of Shadowbringer into Endwalker events. There's a bunch of players doing like events to usher people in new ones. A bunch of people doing like players coming back or new players coming in, so people are helping them. There's just they got a lot going on.
Mm-hmm. And
it's great, but
that's good. So what games are you looking forward to that are coming out in the near future? I know we talked about this briefly, I think, on the first episode, but I just wanted to touch base now because it's been a little while since the first time we did the very first podcast. So I don't know if your expectations or new announcements have changed what you're excited for or what you're looking forward to coming out soon, but
nothing really on top of anything. Like I would say like Masquerade, but it's been delayed so much. And then they came out with the Battle Royale, and there was the werewolf one from the same company. It's just I'm just losing
all good faith that it would be a decent product.
not good faith. It's just I'm just losing patience to the point that when it actually comes out, it'll be bittersweet. It's like, oh hey, our game's finally out. You're like, whatever, fine. I guess I'll play it. Whatever.
I guess, right? Like
it's like, yes, I was excited for this game when you announced it 4 or 5 years ago, but now I guess I'll play it.
Has it been that like so many big games that have been hyped up and super exciting came out, and then they were just like, oh yeah, this is a thing, and now with like this, you're just like, I feel this. Yep, it's just gonna be a thing. Whatever.
At least with this one, like it's not like I'm not gonna say like it's gonna be the greatest game ever and everybody should play it. Probably not. I'm getting the feeling it's gonna play like Dishonored, kind of. Your choices, the world changes, everything like that. I'm gonna enjoy it. It's just that whole like imagine you're at like a restaurant and you order some food and you're really hungry and you're waiting for that food. 10 minutes pass. You're like, wow, I can't wait for this food. 20 minutes pass. You're like, oh, this food better be good. 30 minutes pass. I just want my food. 40 minutes pass and you're just like, what else is there right now? Like, that's the feeling I'm getting with this game. Eventually, it'll get to you. Once it gets to you, you'll just be like, this better be worth it for the amount that I waited or the shit that you put me through to to get to this point. And I don't think it's going to meet all those expectations, but it's definitely going to be, at least to me, a game that I'm going to play through. I don't know if I'm going to play through it again, though.
Okay. That metaphor reminded me of it's a weird segue. It reminded me of the one time we were at the mall and we were gonna go see a movie, and we were at B-Dubs, and the lady took like literally 40 minutes because she forgot our order existed. Do you remember that, Tom? I remember that.
We go. They gave us free food because we wanted to leave, so they made us not leave by giving us free food. Hey, could you please hurry up? We have a show to go to. Oh, I'm so sorry. I forgot about your food. I'll get you more food.
I mean, yeah. So I don't even. We just went on a completely different tangent. Yeah. So I mean, so Vampire Masquerade 2 looking kind of.
I am looking forward to the Endwalker DLC expansion, but
okay,
that goes without saying with the Final Fantasy 14 thing.
Yeah. Okay. So now, the main reason why I asked Tyler these questions is because I assumed that with the only topic we are discussing today, he would be mostly silent throughout the podcast otherwise.
Yeah, you guys are talking about white privilege. Woo!
White privilege? What the fuck? I'm not even white. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I figured with the main theme of today's podcast is going to be talking about Pokemon Unite, since it is like the only thing that has come out today. I don't know if you guys want to throw in anything that you saw from this week in terms of news before we do talk about it. So speak now or forever hold your peace.
Nothing that wouldn't be controversial or would take a long time to talk about.
You mean the Blizzard thing?
You mean the Activision Blizzard thing?
Yeah.
I mean, we can discuss it briefly. I mean, but I think all of our opinions can be succinct about it, and I think we all agree that it's genuinely fucked up, the stuff that was coming out of those lawsuits.
Disgusting.
And the people who were responsible for those actions should be identified and held accountable. And then the upper management and corporate individuals who not only allowed but supervised this behavior should also be held accountable. It should not. None of what happened in any of those documents should have happened at all in a workplace that would lead to someone, essentially taking their own life over essentially what is workplace bullying and sexual harassment. It's immoral. It's horrible. And Activision Blizzard are a shitty company. And one of the things I personally disliked was that they boiled it down to frat culture. It's much worse than frat culture. What was going on there? That's an abusive and toxic workplace. That's it. That's all I have to say.
The more I read of that, it was just.
Did you read the response that Blizzard put out?
Horrible.
I didn't care.
Horrible.
I didn't care.
So it was
horrible.
So bad.
Like, bro.
They tried to blame
California.
They tried to blame.
We embrace diversity in the workplace.
They tried to blame the state government and the journalist
for looking into it,
and the journalist and the website who posted the article for even talking about it, not even being held accountable for their actions or for what had happened in the workplace. When what happened there led to a woman's suicide, and it's documented, noted, and understood by multiple parties involved and witnesses. Like, there's no excusable defense, and even if there's an excusable defense, that's the worst possible look you can have in the face of this, is doing what they did instead of actually owning up or taking any sort of accountability, deflecting and pointing fingers and blaming others. It's you're horrendous.
There's been more and more coming out against Activision Blizzard and towards a big part of the people who made the World of Warcraft game. More and more coming on. They just keep saying, no, these aren't true. And previous female employees and some male employees who have left or have been randomly fired without explanation, are coming out and saying, "This is what my experience was like here. This happened. This was this. This was this." Like, I didn't want to say this because nobody would believe me, or I brought this. Like, so many people coming forward, and Blizzard's just saying, "No, it's not true. They're the ones that did it. They just did." It's like, you can't always blame them. It's like, what do you think is going to happen at the end of this tunnel? What do you think is going to happen when you keep pointing fingers and you get to the end of the tunnel, everybody's looking at you like you don't have anybody else to point your fingers at anymore, do you?
Yeah, how many?
The people in charge need to be fucking reprimanded and thrown in jail for the rest of their life, because not only are these innocent young women at a major corporation getting groped, getting paid, getting treated like shit. Someone has also died because of this, and like the line was already drawn at what were those called? What were those things called? The cube crawls. The line should have been fucking drawn there.
Yep.
Like the line should have been drawn way before that. But then there
Like-
should have been a second line after that. Someone died. Someone has ended their own life because of the things that transpired at those offices. That is absolutely fucking horrendous, and those
Like,
people need to.
How they
fuck
describe
no.
it with the cube crawl is like the men would get drunk and then go around from different cubicles and start
That
messing with
was
people.
some of the most
It was like-
disgusting shit
Well, it's like
I have ever
the
read.
first part of
dude.
that is like they have a few drinks and they go around and mess with people a little bit fun. It's like, okay, that's fine. That's just a fun.
But then you read
A fun
more, and
place.
it's they
Yeah,
deliberately
yes,
get
exactly. The
intoxicated
next
in the
sentence.
office and go into women's cubicles and just fucking grope them, dude.
Just grope
Like
them,
that's
say sexually
disgusting.
harass and
It's
stuff.
horrible.
It's like the first part was good. The first part where you just, it's a fun place. Then you get the next sentence and it's like nobody's doing anything. About
Sentence,
this.
dude. The next of the sentence.
It's funny is this. Oh, they get drunk and then they go. It's like, so drunk people are developing our games.
No wonder No wonder Activision's only made fucking Doom shit stained mobile. Fucking last
No wonder the
5
World of
years.
Warcraft DLCs have been shittier and shittier.
I mean, beyond that, that's no way to have a work environment or an air of professionalism in any sort of sense. Like,
Yeah.
there's no reason that any events that were laid out in those documents should have been transpired at all. And even if, say, this person did or did not go to the HR department to file complaints, even regardless of that, again, it's not only their responsibility, but it's the responsibility of the management. It's the responsibility of the employees around them, those partaking in the acts or those bearing witness to it. And it's the responsibility of the people who are engaging in these activities to fess up and to actually try to prevent this type of behavior from being condoned or allowed in the workplace. And the fact that it was able to go on for the time period that it did, and it's led to what we're seeing in this extremely disgusting lawsuit now. Like, there's too much to go over in terms of what
It was a 2-year investigation.
there's way too much to go over in terms of what was in there. But I mean, there's, again, it's horrendous. It's absolutely horrendous. And I mean, like, I genuinely think that, like, I've always disliked Activision's practices as a business, but seeing the way that they now conduct their business, like, it's something that I don't know if I ever want to buy an Activision game again or be involved in Activision, services or anything like that in the slightest. It's and the similar thing goes for Ubisoft too. A lot of those horrible accusations that came out from Ubisoft's and were very, very like damning, like, oh my god. And it's only gotten worse now with time. So but yeah, it's
Like, especially nowadays with so many things, like so many like gaming related stuff. there's been more and more and more and more sexual accusations against like YouTubers, Twitch streamers, gaming companies, everything like that. Where if it's proven, then that person's career is pretty much over. But with the company, they can just say in a big thing, "Oh no, our employees are great." Oh, it's like,
well, the company, it's a lot different.
well, yeah, because I know with the single person, it's like that person. It's like, okay, you did it, we figured it out. But with the company, it's like, no, nobody did it because we don't have any HR reports saying that somebody did it. Or no, we don't have this or anything. We don't have that. There was actually a woman who used to work there who apparently somebody would always, one of her bosses would always jump up and like grab her and scare her. She said, "Stop." He didn't. She talked to HR and then they made her read a HR report about not taking things so sensitive, and then had that person and the other person, the other guy, in a room and talk to her about what she learned about how to not be sensitive by certain things.
What?
It's like, yeah, it's like, would somebody, me as a person, whether I'm a guy, girl, other, whatever, if I'm telling you not to touch me, don't fucking touch me.
There are
Like,
there are
I don't
literal
fucking get it.
there are literal lines that need to physical boundaries that need to be drawn regardless of anything. And if people around you are being petulant children and are touching you and are acting annoying and like aren't being productive in your work environment, then like then I don't think HR should take the side of that person. Like that's genuinely fucked.
Dude, being a child is one thing, but the shit that these people are fucking doing are
It's worse.
it's tenfold worse. It's absolutely disgusting.
Like the only thing I got from that when the boss told her, "Don't be so sensitive, read this." All I got in my head was, that guy does the same thing too. He does that same thing to other women, or he does that same thing to other women. Probably not working there, or he thinks it's funny, or he started it, something like that.
It's a thing of workplace culture. And I mean, honestly, this might go into a further rant, but it's something that I think permeates beyond a workplace of gaming. I think it's something that hopefully we can understand in the realm of we discuss video games. There's the quote unquote gamer culture, right? And this type of behavior exists now. I think we're seeing and we're understanding that not only does this exist in regular discourse with video games, but it exists in all of these fields that we thought were professional and had a sense of actual decorum and good business practices, like the bro culture of gaming, where it's the 12-year-old kid on Xbox Live saying they're gonna screw your mom and shouting racial slurs and being extremely rude, and the extremely butthurt kids on Twitter or on YouTube videos who are overly criticizing a video game for being too SJW, or pandering to this audience, or acting like this or that, or is like, the people who hate on female Twitch streamers or ogle them in their chats and like pretend like they're just pieces of meat, even if they're people who are actually making good content, who are entertaining individuals. There's always those people scrolling through on Twitch who are just like, show me your boobs, or who are like really idiotically just ogling someone. Even though that's not what the content's built for, right? It's that kind of like bro culture. It's that kind of like an environment, a comfort zone for males in order to let them engage in behavior that wouldn't be socially acceptable otherwise. And I'm not talking socially acceptable by like 2021 standards. I'm talking like you wouldn't go outside and act this way in front of a person or a woman who you walk by on the street.
It's the whole safety thing. Like you do it at your job because your boss does it, or your boss doesn't care.
That's what I mean though, right? It's like, but like in most workplace environments now, if you try doing something like that, you'd rightfully be eaten alive. Like there's
Even
no
for something
tolerance.
much way less that might have been blown out of
there,
proportion.
There is no tolerance for any sort of sexual misconduct or harassment or any sort of activity like what was described in any of this in any of this lawsuit, in like pretty much any professional work environment in the world at this point, or in the United States at the very least. So to see that like this type of behavior was going on underneath everyone's noses in the gaming industry, no doubt, in the same industry or culture where we're seeing that type of behavior permeate into the general discourse. Again, the examples I laid out were Twitch streamers, people in comments, people over voice chat online. Like, I'm hoping this. I doubt it's going to happen, but I'm hoping it wakes people up to the fact that this this is a problem beyond just a workplace and a company, and it's something that I think needs to be taken up from the roots. And you know, I think it's slowly been shifting with time, with these companies having this. It's hurtful in one way and it's helpful in one. I think it's hurtful when companies have this veneer of we care about diversity and inclusion and blah blah blah, but they don't actually give a shit. Like when
it's literally just
like when
it's the same thing with like when Pride Month comes around,
and Activision changes their flag to the rainbow flag for 3 days.
Literally
fucking Christ.
Rainbow marketing. All the places do it. They'll change everything so it's rainbow so they can draw in some people. And then once it's over, they change. Because I know at BlizzCon, they had a. I know there was a bunch of memes about it recently. They had a specific room where they would advertise all the women working there and advertise all their strong women characters in their game. And advertise all like the pretty much all the things you shouldn't need to advertise and everything. And a bunch of people were commenting saying this whole room just felt out of place. Like it felt like it was half-assed and shouldn't have been here. Like something here is off. Like you just did this to either save face, or you did this for the sake of if something happened, you're saying, no, we respect all women. Just look, we had a panel for them, or we had a whole room for them. It's like, this is...
Yeah. I do agree that the practices themselves aren't actually doing justice to the movements that are being used to help push the voices of people who are in more marginalized, parts of demographics of the world, but like the thing I mean to say is that it's a necessary evil in my opinion, because it's a good way to weed out the bad ones, and
good way to say like, hey, to all the other companies, all the other big things out there doing it. It's a good message to say. You're not invincible.
No. I mean, it's a good way to weed out the bad people who engage in this discourse, right? Because right now, I feel like video games are one of the few safe spaces for people who are genuinely racist, homophobic, or sexist, or just assholes. Like it's where they harbor and they fester and they act and they're able to be themselves. And if it extends into physical harassment in the workplace like this, then it becomes a problem. And it's a good way to weed out those people and to get them publicly shunned so they don't ever open their fucking mouths again, is for The Last of Us Part 2 to allow you to play as a gay female character who cuts her hair off, or just making the main protagonist of Horizon Zero Dawn less feminine, quote unquote. That's a good way to weed out the shitheads who have horrible opinions and who are likely those types of people who will engage in those negative behaviors or condone or allow those negative behaviors to happen because they see it as normal. So I mean, that's why I think it's a necessary evil. I'm not saying I like it personally, but I think it's a good way to.
It's what the world needs to start a change.
It's not the hero we want, but it's the hero we deserve. All right. It's when Xbox changes their flag to gay pride.
But it's like it's definitely necessary, like a necessary evil. I don't think like if Blizzard does get taken down, like if they do lose the lawsuit and everything, I don't think it's going to affect players at all. Like it might affect other companies to upgrade their terms of service, be a little more harsh, but like if they take down Blizzard for all this, I could go into Call of Duty a week later, speak, and then somebody could yell at me. It's like, "Oh, you sound black. I bet you're poor."
Dude, five minutes to do a Call of Duty match, and someone's
it's not going to do anything. They still feel safe in their games, and there are games that still say like, "We don't condone like racism, sexism, all that," but they don't do anything, enforce it for the players. Like I don't think it's going to do anything for the players itself.
I mean, I agree it won't have any immediate effects at all. But again, my hope is that this could be a good cultural start and a cultural change, not necessarily saying it will lead to an overnight change in the culture of video games as a whole. But if more people are made aware of these issues who play video games, because there's a lot more people who play video games now than there were 10 years ago. If a lot more people are made aware of these issues, are made cognizant of them, and are able to understand how to best deal with these and understand what the triggers are for this type of behavior or what causes this type of thing, then I think people will be a lot less tolerant to it. So we're going to see more backlash to that kind of behavior, and then it'll be less socially
more
acceptable.
People actually coming forward and
saying, more people coming forward, and then more people backing up those people who are coming forward. And then the people who once felt emboldened in this space to do what they were doing don't feel as emboldened. And I think that I'm not saying it's going to lead to anything overnight or it's going to be a big systemic change, but I think it has to start somewhere. And if it's going to start somewhere, I think it should start at this fucking $1 billion corporation where maybe, just maybe, this lawsuit can lead to them actually getting a more diverse workplace that represents the interests of more than just the horny white dude who wants to see tits and grope a woman.
Or Blizzard gets shut down permanently.
I mean, that'd be nice too, but
Overwatch too.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Wow, that would really
bring back Battleborn.
Oh no, fuck Randy Pitchford too. It's
that's kind of wait, hold on.
Yeah, how you leave the thumb drive for your game with porn at a White Castle? What the fuck's wrong with you?
Porn, child.
Oh no, sorry, it wasn't a White Castle. It was a medieval.
It was a medieval times.
Medieval times, yeah, medieval times festival.
Same thing.
Like, what the confidential work documents and porn do not belong on the same.
Why are you bringing a thumb drive to a medieval times festival in the first place?
Who saves their porn on a thumb drive?
Randy Pitchford.
Yeah, Randy Pitchford. To be fair, if there's one weird ass motherfucker who would save his porn on a thumb drive with his work documents, it'd be Randy Pitchford.
Surprised he didn't leave like his magic cards on the table, as he likes to do with all his magic tricks.
He probably did, but he remembered to bring those back.
Phone, keys, wallet, magic card pack, those rings you put together and you take apart and people kind of know the secret, they kind of don't. Thumb drive. Thumb drive? Where's the thumb drive? Honey! Honey!
My squirting porn was on there. No!
It has my important document!
Oh, I just realized it picked up on. You're gonna hear it in the podcast. If you get this far, but I literally said, actually, you guys watch the podcast. You two watch the podcast. You'll hear what I said on there. but what I said, you don't want to miss it. All right, there you go. I got two people to watch the podcast.
There you go. Stay tuned for the podcast for that. Even though they're gonna be hearing it before we say this.
Yeah, they're gonna hear it anyway. It's fun.
Movie magic.
All right, I think that's enough rant against Activision Blizzard. Again, we're all in agreement. It's shitty. It's horrible. Should not have happened, and it should not be allowed to happen again. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know if there's anything else you guys. Tom, did you want to mention anything?
I mean, do we want to talk about the Dead Space reveal trailer?
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a legitimate question. Do we even want to acknowledge that?
I mean, I don't like EA either. Yeah, big shock. What I do? It's a remake. It's now we know it's a remake. It's not just like a straight port. It's not a reimagining necessarily. It's just a remake. But like the whole trailer that they showed is like, okay, what's different?
Was I the only person that thought it literally? I thought they literally just used footage from the old game.
It looked like the old, like aesthetically, the design of the area, Isaac's suit design.
I was gonna just graphically,
noise,
just not even the aesthetic. Graphically,
I mean, I don't know graphically. It was a CGI trailer, so I have no idea. But like I don't know the sound the necromorphs were making, and then the sign that said aim for the limbs or whatever. Yeah, like that. I was like, this is literally all the original Dead Space. So my whole point was like, what's the point? Why remake the game? Why not just port it? Like, I don't understand what they're gonna do to differentiate this from the original enough that it feels justified as a remake if it's gonna look like the same exact fucking game. So I don't know. Maybe it'll surprise me. I doubt it because it's fucking EA. And it's apparently the team that worked on Star Wars Rogue Squadron of all fucking
and helped co-make Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah, what experience do they have? What experience do they have with a horror series? Like, they have none.
What do you mean? Star Wars Battlefront 2 was scary
horrible.
As hell.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Yeah, it was horrible. What's the? I don't understand what they're trying to or attempting.
Not only did they shut down Visceral, they didn't want to recruit any of the guys from Visceral to come work on this.
They can't work on their baby. You know, they can't work on the thing that they've created.
Work on their baby.
Yeah, they created, what they built, and no, they're just gonna hand it to some random people. It's fine. Like,
you're just gonna fucking drag it through the mud, man. That's bullshit.
I mean, I haven't seen any actual gameplay yet. I don't know what it's gonna be like, but I just don't want a reason to buy an EA game anytime soon.
Swear to Christ.
Still waiting on buying the Mass Effect trilogy. Still don't want to buy it yet because I don't have faith in that.
I swear to Christ, if they make it a top-down shooter.
That'd be this. No, there's no way. There's no way.
Why would you put that in the world?
If they make it a first-person shooter, I will throw my controller somewhere.
Yeah,
that's the stupidest thing. Like, yeah, no, dude. Dead Space was one of the few third-person shooters that worked so well for what it was doing. Like, they can't change the gameplay fundamentally because it works. It was literally perfect for what it attempted to do, between like the physics and platforming puzzles and the environment design and just being able to, like, one of my favorite things was that the camera for Dead Space was just the perfect angle below or above your shoulder, or below your shoulder, where you could kind of see what was behind you, but you really couldn't. So like that was one of my favorite parts of playing that game. Was I'm walking through an area and like a necromorph sneaks up behind me and I see it in the corner of my screen at the bottom. And I'm like, oh my, like that little rush you get when it happens is like one of my favorite things about the game. And you can't get that if it's a first person game because you'll just be staring directly in front of you and something will hit you and be like, what the fuck is behind me? It's like, it's little things like that I don't think they understand what makes the game good. So I don't have any faith in them of making it good.
None. Not single.
No, not a single bit of faith.
But imagine the microtransactions it's going to come with.
God damn it.
They already
You
did that
wanna
with
play with Isaac's original suit.
That's what killed Dead Space 3. So if they do it again, they've learned nothing.
$20 and we'll bring the graphics back to the original.
You already know it's going to come with like 5 different retail launch pre-order bonuses for outfits and fucking cosmetics, dude. Or no, you want to get the original. You want to get the original. What was the
Plasma cutter.
Here you go. Pre-order from GameStop.
One of the pre-orders is the skin as the Ishimura. You just get to play as the ship.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Top 10 games of the year.
Yeah.
Can we just let things die?
No.
Can we? Especially something that hasn't even,
Been really,
hasn't even been a decade yet.
Yeah. No, it's been over a decade.
Since Dead Space 3?
Oh, I mean, Dead Space 1.
No, I know Dead Space 1, but I'm
Has
just
it
talking
been
about
over a decade for Dead Space 3?
Didn't it come out like
I
2013?
thought it came out in 2011. Maybe I'm wrong.
Even then, that'd be a decade.
Yeah, I might be wrong, though. I don't remember when Dead Space 3 came out. Well, let me check. Yeah. Google, we have the internet. Oh, 2013. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Damn.
I was going to say, it hasn't even been a fucking decade yet, man.
Yeah.
I know when that game came out.
I try to wipe any memory of Dead Space 3 from my
Put it
brain.
out of your head.
Yeah. Dead Space 3 out of 10,
baby.
Dead Space 3 out of 10, you already know. Okay,
Let's
yeah.
go, baby.
So yeah, Dead Space, poo poo, caca.
Now the meat and potatoes. We're getting to it.
Yep. Okay, so let's talk about it. Pokemon Unite came out, and it's a lot of fucking fun.
It's good.
More fun than I thought I would possibly have with a Pokemon MOBA. In fact, I would probably be playing this for a good while now. And there's a lot of reasons why it's fun, but I think the thing that makes it the most fun is how simple it is. It's not necessarily too complicated. It's a very easy pick up and play game, but then you can pick up and play it, and if you want to master it, well, then you can really sink in your time and figure out what characters work for you, what setups work for you, item-wise, and really customize your experience, which is something that I think is a unique thing to this game. It's very strange because I feel like I have expectations for things that Game Freak and the Pokemon Company does, and usually those expectations are very, very low because I see what they do and I'm like, oh, well, it's the same thing as before with probably a couple steps back and a couple steps forward and a couple things I didn't ask for. But, we got here and it's still the same thing that it's always been. So whatever, it's like every Pokemon game is the same shit, different day. But I mean, I don't mind it because I like Pokemon. But like, this is the first time in a long time where I've played something and I've been like, man, they put a lot of effort into this and I can feel it. Like or at the very least, this has more care put into it than I thought there would be. And I appreciated that because, I mean, for example, Tom, one of the things we saw, first things I pointed out was, oh my God, not only are there unique costumes for Pokemon that you can get, but they
their own unique cutscene.
They get their unique cutscenes. They get unique animations in gameplay, and there's more effort put into them than any of the cosmetic outfits in Pokemon Sword and Shield, their flagship game. Better animations, better cosmetic design, better everything. Like.
I'm thinking about this Score Bunny double kick animation as we speak.
Yeah. But yeah, like the whole game is just, I mean, it's genuinely fun. I don't know how else to put it. It's a great, fun little experience. There's definitely a lot of problems, but I mean, the problems that I think can be fixed with time, and I actually think because of how polished the initial experience is, I do have faith that they can actually fix these issues, especially if the Pokemon Company expects this game to be seriously competitive in any way, shape, or form in the future, is by fixing some of these gripes that people may have with the game at the moment, some of the balance issues, some of the things that need to be ironed out. But yeah, Tom, what are your thoughts?
Man, if you really want to try MOBAs and you've never played a MOBA, this is the game you play. This is the one.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really simple, but there's a subtle skill gap to it, skill curve. So if you really want to hone your craft, you can get into it. You can dive into this game. I mean, the roster is pretty decent. This how many fucking Pokemon? Like fucking 10?
20.
Was it 15? 20? There's 20 of them. So there's a good fucking chunk of Pokemon champions, whatever the hell you want to fucking call them. It's a MOBA. It's all the same shit. So one of the problems I have, wow, this game is gonna get repetitive really quickly. Like really quickly.
I mean, I think it might expand more quickly than you think, just because.
No, see, that's what I've heard. It's not a problem even for like another month or two, but I want to see what content they're gonna put in the game. I mean, I hope they're gonna put more maps. They're supposed to put new Pokemon. I want to see if they make any gameplay changes, because I mean, at some point you have to expand upon the gameplay, or else you're just doing the same goddamn thing, press the same 3 buttons the entire
There's
game.
going to be changes, but how long in between those changes? Like,
Yeah,
you wanna play it for, like, now it's hot. You want to play it like this week and next week, and then you will have done everything, and then have to wait a month and a half for them to change, like a change in gameplay, or them throwing a new Pokemon.
I
Like, you
feel
don't have
like
to
it
come
won't
back every
be
month and a half.
that long for them to release a new patch and a new Pokemon.
I wouldn't think so. I mean, especially since you mentioned they've clearly put a lot of goddamn work into this game. This game.
If you actually look at the menu, they lay out on like the rewards section, or like the I forget what it's called, but it's the first 14 days of like of login bonuses and like level up bonuses. And I think after maybe that first 14 days, we're gonna see a new wave with a new Pokemon and maybe some balance changes, and that might be like every 2 weeks, every month. And I mean,
maybe every month. I don't think every 2 weeks, unless the Game Freak really looks at it, and they really should, as a cash cow, because this could be. This could be gigantic.
That's what I mean, though, too. Is like one of the things I'm actually surprised about with this game, and I'm actually very happy about the way it's turned out so far, is that the game is one sec. Sorry, the game is. I need to yawn there. The game is
Free.
It's very yes, it's free, but it's actually very easy to unlock things. And it doesn't feel like it's going to be a grind necessarily to make progress and play the game and to explore options and things like, right? Like a good thing to note is that you just kind of get bonuses for logging in every day. And some of those bonuses sometimes are, hey, you get to unlock this Pokemon card to use in battles. Or, hey, you have these few limited use cards for Pokemon. You could use them every once in a while until we rotate in new ones. And I think I appreciate that, because you don't have to spend money to enjoy what the game has to offer to you, and it doesn't seem like it's going to take ages upon ages to really start to dive and sink your teeth into the options of the game. Like, I feel like you could. This is a free to play game where I feel like you could experience the whole game without putting a single cent into it, which is, I think that's unheard of with free to play games nowadays, right? Like, it's almost
especially from a big company like this.
Yeah,
well, I mean, like
Triple
Genshin Impact, you can do the whole game without putting money into it.
No, you can't. No,
yeah,
you can't.
but who likes that game?
No.
And no, you can't. Don't even say that, because we literally talked about how it takes 80 billion years to get a roll from fucking for a character if you want to get one.
Bro, if I log in
Yeah,
8
but that's
days,
like
if I log in 8 days straight on Pokemon, I get Cinderace. I don't have to fucking roll for anything. I don't have to get luck. If I play the game for 8 days, I get Cinderace. That's guaranteed.
It's beautiful.
For Pokemon, isn't there a cap to how many points you can get daily?
Well, no, because you get points for doing battles. But
yes, it's capped at 2,100, isn't it?
Is it? No, it's no.
Dude,
there's no way.
I got 4,000 my first day.
Yeah, I got like 4,000 my first day too. Yeah, no.
But the points to unlock more Pokemon?
Yeah.
Looking at the game, just
dude, Cramorant was AK.
Especially like the main screen and everything. It looks like a phone app game. And the way it plays, like it's not super
This is the best looking Pokemon game.
Yeah, this game looks really
it may be
good.
the best looking Pokemon. It still looks like a phone app game. Like everything just splattered on the screen, your currency up in the corner. Every time you hit something brings you back so far. And the game is super simple. It's not, super 4K, super graphics, everything. It just looks like a phone app game.
Well, Tyler, it is a mobile game.
Yes. This is also true, yes.
But I mean, Tyler, I'm gonna say it now. I'm gonna steal it. Sorry, Tom, I'm gonna steal your shtick. You're smoking the pack right now, Tyler.
Smoking the pack.
You're on the booth,
Tyler,
bro.
I didn't even have to say it. Someone else said it.
Yeah, like
stop smoking that shit.
This game,
the game looks fun.
Listen,
but if I was to play, if I had a Switch, I'd probably play it for a week by myself, and then I'd never touch it unless I was playing with you guys. And then from there, probably about like 2-3 weeks of playing it, and then I just wouldn't touch it.
If you said Pokemon Sword and Shield looked like a mobile game, I'd be like, you're 100% right. That game looks like a mobile game. It looks like it was made in...
What mobile games are you playing?
Pokemon Diamond and Pearl on my DS. In any case, but yeah, if you said that Pokemon Sword and Shield looked like a mobile game, I'd be like, yeah, you're right. That game runs at 20 FPS. The animations are bad.
Bro, wait, hold on. Before you go any further, why is the online for this game so good?
Why is it better than any of the online that Nintendo or Game
literally
has ever done?
Any other game?
It tells you your FPS and your ping at the top left corner, and I've never dropped below 59 FPS. Never.
Same.
Not once.
Fucking same.
Because Pokemon was saving up all its power just for this game.
But they didn't spend it on their flagship fucking game.
And like, here's the thing, right? Sometimes it depends on what the internet is for the people in your lobby. Like sometimes it takes a little while to load in to a match if like some people have shit internet. But not a single time have I experienced like extreme lag or anything like that when I'm playing online with people. I think it's because these are dedicated servers. So like if someone drops, they just drop and you're not affected at all. And that is fucking amazing. The fact that this game, I don't have to rely on people actually using their internet in order to play properly. Oh, it's fantastic. Sure, it's annoying when I'm going down the top lane and I see our player's Cinderace decides to just stand in the corner and fucking not do anything because he's probably disconnecting or freaking out, whatever, but it's not affecting me. I'm still playing the game perfectly fucking fine, and I'm still able to fight the person who's doing well on their side and has a stable internet connection perfectly fine. No problems.
Who needs a Cinderace when I can 1v3 them with Cramorant, dude? I don't even need Cinderace.
It's fine.
Cramorant's a fucking demon. Also, the cast of Pokemon.
It's pretty good. I enjoy what they have
They
so far.
put fucking Cramorant in the game, and they looked at it and said yes.
There are a few Pokemon that I'm genuinely shocked are there. Stuff like Cramorant, stuff like Crustle.
Like Gossiflor,
Eldegoss, dude. Yeah, Eldegoss. Who the fuck wants Eldegoss? But it's a sleeper Pokemon, though. Don't sleep on Eldegoss.
That thing's hell annoying.
It's like actual Eldegoss, dude.
Like hell annoying. Dude.
Yeah, it's like actual showdown Eldegoss. Like what the fuck? That's another thing too. I don't know about you, but they put a lot of like maybe aside from like Cramorant, which is the meme character, right? They put a lot of actually like competitive scene Pokemon in this. Do you notice that? Is that just me? Like,
I mean,
they didn't necessarily put like the popular picks.
no, but like if you play Showdown, you go through the tiers. There's like a representative from each tier.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? It's like the faces of ththese tiers, or like in a lot of cases, right? It's not necessarily like the popular Pokemon list, but a lot of it's like, yeah, it's weird that they put this here when it appeals more to the like the competitive Pokemon scene.
I mean, you have like your like the Pokemon you would expect. Like you have Pikachu, you have Charizard, fucking Greninja's here, fucking Gengar, like all the Pokemon that everyone expects. But then you have shit like Zeraora, I guess.
Talonflame?
Talonflame.
I don't know.
Talonflame, fucking Mr. Mime, fucking Wigglytuff.
Yeah, dude.
Wigglytuff's here. Alolan Ninetales.
Again, really.
Cramorant.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck, bro? Who was looking?
Absol's here. That's that.
Absol, fucking Crustle. Who the fuck wanted Crustle?
Yeah, there are a couple memes.
That thing is fucking annoying, dude. Crustle, he has like
it never
three
dies.
moves that makes him invincible.
Never dies. It's so obnoxious.
Why is Crustle so broken?
It's a big rock.
It's a big rock bug, bitch.
But yeah, it's weird because I feel like we talked about balance issues. I feel like some of the Pokemon again are really busted, and then some of them horrible. Like if I needed to pick out 3 Pokemon that were annoying as shit that I don't ever want to go up against, it is Zeraora, Cramorant, and Snorlax.
Yeah.
Like those are the 3 mons that if I see them, I'm like, I'm going to have trouble doing anything.
Snorlax can 1v1 literally anyone, and he's just supposed to sit there and be fat. He can 1v1 like every Pokemon in the game.
But then there are some Pokemon that like I look at them and I'm like, why would anyone ever use this Pokemon? Venusaur, absolute trash.
Yo, Garchomp kind of crusty, bro.
Garchomp's a little...
Which just confuses me. That confuses me.
Yeah.
Garchomp is like a crusty mon.
I think Charizard's pretty bad too, to be fair.
Yeah, Charizard's kind of mid.
Like, I don't know why you'd use Charizard when Talonflame's right there.
Yeah.
Like, Talonflame has Brave Bird, and Brave Bird, like, one-shots most of the roster. I was going to say,
dude, you're even just fucking... even as a Fletchinder is, like, 5 times better than Charmander.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the fucking acrobatics is a fucking great move.
Acrobatics, or if you upgrade it to fly too, because I feel like I like the utility of Brave Bird. Not utility. Brave Bird. It does a shit ton of damage, so it's just a good like nuke button on anything that you don't like or anyone that's running away. But like fly is such a good option if you just want to get the fuck out of somewhere. Like if I'm like getting outnumbered, just hit the fly button, fly the fuck far away. Like that's all you gotta do. But there's some mons that I look at them like I don't know like why anyone would pick these. They're trash. And then some that are just really, really overly good. We've mentioned Zeraora. We mentioned Snorlax. We mentioned, I would say, like Eldegoss. I think Talonflame's really good too.
So one thing you can look at, if you want to know how a Pokemon's good, look at their fucking Unite move. Their Unite move is absolutely goddamn busted.
Yeah.
Busted.
A Talonflame's Unite move, dude. He pushes you halfway across the arena and deals like 75% of your health. Like what the fuck? And you can bounce it off a Brave Bird too, and it's AoE. I can hit a whole lane of people and push them all the way back to their spawn, and you're saying that's okay?
Dude, fucking Snorlax Unite move is just a mixture of Rest and Earthquake. If you stand anywhere within that bubble, you're losing at least half your health, and Snorlax is back to full by the end of it. and there's nothing you can do because he's invincible during that entire animation. He is essentially just fucking nuking you and healing himself.
I see Mr. Mime can literally slow you and then smack you into a wall, and it takes 50 to 75
Cramorant turns into a literal cannon! He becomes a gun! He shoots fish! And if you have an X special attack or something like that, you're dead. You're not going to... It doesn't matter. Snorlax is fucking dead. Crustle, fucking dead. Venusaur, fucking dead. Eldegoss, fucking gone. You're dead. You're just dead.
Yeah. I mean,
and I love it.
There are some mons that like I don't think I've seen enough of too that I don't know if I can.
Yeah, like I haven't seen a Greninja, dude.
I haven't seen Greninja. I haven't seen enough Lucario to see how he works. Like I've seen some Lucarios, but every Lucario I see does a meteor mash on me and doesn't even like I don't know why. I don't know what a Lucario player does, but I'm like, you're here, whatever, it's fine. And like I've seen Slowbros, but I don't know what they do. The only thing I've ever seen a Slowbro do to me is lift me up in the air and keep me from moving for 5 seconds. And that's like the only significant thing I've seen a Slowbro do. So I don't know if it's the people that just don't know how to play the character or if they're just not that good. But yeah.
Like, have you seen
that? Slowbro sounds more of like he's
support.
Not a killing character. He's more of a setup character.
No, he's just a fat character. He's meant to be defensive.
There are some defensive or support characters that like I know what they're trying to do just based on their moveset and their stat layout. Like I don't know what the fuck they're trying to do with slow. They're trying to do like half defense, half support, but like it's not really like it's shitty defense and shitty support. So I don't know what.
Like Slowbro has no way of killing. Like zero. I'd say the same thing about Eldegoss, but Eldegoss can heal itself and heal its fucking team, and it can inflict you with status. So it's like Eldegoss is just a better Slowbro.
So who do you think is the worst and best so far?
Oh, the best? Easily Zeraora. Free.
Dude, that thing, and you just log into the game. You just log into
and
the
you
game.
Get it. You get it.
You get Zeraora.
You just get Zeraora logging into the game day one, and it's absolutely fucking busted.
Well, like you have to get it before July 31st.
You can take on a whole team of people.
I have seen Zeraora 1v5 an entire fucking team. That thing is dummy busted. That thing is dumb.
Yes.
You know, if this game ever gets any tournaments, he's going to be banned straight up.
You fucking better be.
They better nerf him right away, dude. I don't like the character's ridiculous.
That damage output is fucking insane.
And the worst character is Venusaur, in my opinion. I think Venusaur is really bad. I don't see any use for Venusaur at all. I see a Venusaur and I think they're useless. Like he's booty cheeks, dude.
The Venusaur is pretty bad. It's either Venusaur or Slowbro for me.
Yeah, I mean, I personally say Venusaur because, like, I've at least seen Slowbro lift me up or lift someone up for a couple seconds. I'm like, oh, cool, you did that. Now I can hit them. Like, I have never seen a Venusaur do something useful. Like, I've never seen it once in my life.
Venusaur at least has a way to kill you. I've never, ever felt in danger against a Slowbro. Not ever once. Not once.
Oh, it's Slowbro. This is going to be a
it's literally just, it's an easy kill. I'll take it. Like fucking, what was it? 9 of my 17 eliminations from Cramorant today were on a singular Slowbro. He did nothing. So it's either Slowbro or Venusaur. I'm fine. I mean, it doesn't matter. I might even say Venusaur just because Venusaur is supposed to be an attacker, and it really doesn't do
anything.
Yeah, as an attacker, it really doesn't do enough.
But yeah, I mean, I think Venusaur is the worst personally, and I mean, Zeraora is fucking busted. But geez, like, I mean, I don't know. There's complaints and stuff, but this game is so much fun.
I mean,
like,
you guys haven't seen Greninja. Maybe there's a reason for that.
Maybe.
Yeah, you have to play 14 days.
Yeah, that's or or spend a lot of time on the game to get
fucking
it.
Like 10,000 to get Greninja.
Yeah, it's not super bad, but yeah, I mean, like I played When I play, sorry, what are they? I don't even remember what I was going to say. Oh yeah, we're complaining about some of these like balance issues and things like that, but honestly, like this still is one of the most fun games I've played in a very long time. In fact, it's weird that I say it, but I mentioned it before. It gives me Battleborn vibes. It genuinely does. Like I get that same rush
So it's
that
going
I
to be
do.
dead within a year. Okay.
I mean, I'm not saying in terms of the way it perceived itself. I'm saying the feeling I play when I get the game gives me like that same feeling that Battleborn did, and it's very rare that a game gives me a feeling like that, and it's the reason why I enjoyed that game so much. It's like the game's gameplay loop just clicks with me in a way that I don't know how else to describe it other than that. It's super enjoyable from start to finish, and it feels gratifying by the end. And
Do you know if there's any like certain matchmaking, like skill-based matchmaking or like rank matchmaking?
Well,
or
so
Yes,
there's
yes.
ranked
like that?
there's ranked
there's
matchmaking.
there's
There are
quick
ranked matches?
there are quick
Yeah.
battles, standard battles, and ranked battles.
Yeah, but even in like the quick battles, like does it still like if you've played 100 games, you won 100 games, isn't going to put you up against somebody who's played 100 games and lost.
I
100
do
games?
not know if there's skill-based matchmaking involved.
I think in
but
ranked that's the case, but
I
I
don't- yeah.
standard. No,
Yeah, definitely.
standard-
I
standard
don't
is
think
just-
there's skill-based in just quick or regular play.
No.
I don't think Game Freak cares enough about that type of shit to put skill-based in. Because I mean, like for me, I still play matches in when I play normal or quick play, where I am matched up against people who have no thumbs, and we steamroll them. Like I mean, there's literally no other way to put it. Like and then there are some matches where it's really neck to neck, or my teammates have no eyeballs or something, like something like that. So
That's another thing I'll say. This game is based off momentum. If you do nothing at the beginning of the game, you just get steamrolled. There's no recovery. There's no nothing. You just lose.
mhm.
And it's vice versa. If you're killing them at the beginning of the game, you just win. There's nothing that can be done. Because at that point, you are so far on the other side of the map, you are essentially in their spawn at that. There's nothing that can be done.
Yeah, like at some point it becomes a problem of like I mean, there are sometimes actually there are a couple matches that I've had where we were able to actually switch it up, and that's because of the one of the things I'll commend the game for is that there are a lot of environmental things that can if your team works together and you actually have a competent team, you can completely change around the way the match is going. For example, right? It was actually completely accidental when I was playing with David the other day. But
when
like,
he scored all them points.
oh my god, dude!
By accident.
He was
No idea
holding
what
on.
he's doing.
He was holding on to 42 points worth of shit. And what ended up happening was, I was in top lane and I got Rotom, and we tore down like the second to last thing near the middle, the second to last goal near the middle. And then the rest of our teammates activated Zapdos. So we were able to just get free reign on any of their goals. And he goes right over to the middle goal and scores and gets 82 points. I'm like, you just got 82 points. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, that's how it works. You score double when you're in the middle of one. He's like, I didn't know that's how that worked. I was like,
his response is, I don't know what I'm doing.
And like when I saw that, I was like, this is the type of thing where it's like, man, you can actually make a comeback off of something as like inconsequential, something as simple as just beating Zapdos. Like, it's that easy. And that's pretty crazy to me. Like, so yeah.
Oh, I looked it up real quick. For the 8 Aeos coins.
Yep.
Or whatever the fuck that's called. You can only earn 2,100 per week. That's not counting completing missions.
2,100 per week of Aeos coins.
Yes.
2,100 from playing games.
Yes, through matches.
Oh,
You know,
through
that's
matches.
I make like almost 2,100.
That's not counting
challenges a day.
missions, daily, stuff like that, just per matches.
Yeah, so I mean, you get like 400 to 800 coins for completing missions. So I mean, and you can do at least. I did for my first day at least like 12 missions. So you should.
The next thing after is like, but you can just throw in $60 and get all the Pokemon. It's like, what? You didn't tell us the other ways you can earn them.
Yeah, I mean, really all you have to do is play the game for like 2 weeks, and you'll pretty much get most of the Pokemon. I don't think it's going to be a problem.
I mean, it's like there's not a lot of the Pokemon in the game that you're like, I need all of them, especially when you only play as the one. And from what you guys have found so far, a lot of the Pokemon you start out with are just busted.
Yeah.
So there's no point in getting all of them when it's like you found your main and pseudo main.
Like I have Talonflame. I'm good. If I can't pick Zeraora, I pick Talonflame, and no one else wants to pick him anyway, so it's good. We're good.
What if somebody does? Then who do you pick?
If I don't, I'll pick Snorlax, dude. If I can't pick Snorlax, I'll just fucking try to play as another character.
I can't pick Snorlax, then I'll leave.
There's not a single time when you play the game that someone picks Talonflame, Snorlax.
Talonflame,
Snorlax. No one has picked Talonflame, Snorlax, and Zeraora all at the same time before you can load. That I've never seen that. Like you at least have one of those.
Pick your Pokemon. Is it like whoever picks first, or is
it by it's like Overwatch. Yeah.
Whoever picks first, and then you have one pick for a Pokemon on each side. I think so. The other side can still pick your Mon. You just have to have one per team.
But fun fact, you can also favorite Pokemon that you want to play, so you can just instantly be on them when the game starts.
Yes, which is very helpful.
As opposed to having to fight for that.
I'm pretty sure everyone's favorited Zeraora. Then.
Yeah, no, it's impossible to play Zeraora, dude. Like I literally every match I load it, and before I can even press the button, someone's already picked Zeraora. I'm like, well,
someone's got better internet than you. That's why. You gotta get that top tier internet.
Maybe.
See, y'all just gotta recognize Cramorant as Supreme Overlord. Just pick him.
See, like that's the reason why you gotta pick some of these sleeper mons, dude, like Eldegoss or Cramorant, the ones that no one actually cares about in terms of like their notoriety, so that when they're actually busted, you could just pick them as much as you want before people catch on.
The favorite button. Why don't more games do that? I don't play a lot of MOBAs. But all the MOBAs I have played don't have that function. Yeah, dude, why is that not a common function?
Overwatch should have a favorite button.
Absolutely.
I should be able to just click on Diva. But I don't know. I'm not playing Overwatch anymore because of fucking...
yeah.
So...
Piece of shit.
Yeah.
I mean, the game definitely does look fun. Like, if I had a Switch, I would definitely...
Tyler... A question, actually. You got a new phone, right?
Yes.
Download it.
It's a lot of work.
It's free.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
It's free. Download it. It's free. Okay, here's my challenge for you. All right. If we get 2 likes on this video, Tyler has to download.
Likes on Blue Dragon Part 3, then I'll download it.
2 likes on this video, Tyler will download Pokemon Unite.
Nope. I made my my goal.
10 likes on this video. You get 10 likes. We will yell at Tyler until he downloads Pokemon Unite.
Shit, I'll do it for free.
You underestimate my power.
Old man.
It's fine.
I forgot I had a whole listing here of stuff I want to talk about for Pokemon, and I didn't even need it. I just remembered it all.
Okay, wait. You were spared. The mobile version doesn't come out till November. Oh no, September. Sorry, September.
I'll just get it when it comes out on Steam.
If it does, if it comes out on Steam, that'd actually be pretty.
I don't think it does.
Poggers, but I don't think it does yet.
Yeah.
On the Nintendo website, then. No, never mind. When it comes out on Netflix.
Can it come out on Netflix? All right, you're on crack. Okay.
No, he's on the pack, dude.
Yeah, he's on the pack. All right. Y'all have anything else you want to leave this on, or
Cramorant mustard race?
Yes, Cramorant, good.
Man, he do be giving Pikachu that yuck.
I'm gonna be free a lot of next week, so I think I might. I'm either gonna post videos of Pokemon Unite, play it live, or just do a review. I think it might be the latter at this point. I really like the game a lot, and there's a lot I feel like I can contribute to talking about it. So maybe I will find some time to do that. Figure out what my audience would like to hear about the game. Maybe I could even give some advice on how to play the game. I don't know. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna play Pokemon Unite after this.
Alrighty then. Okay. So no further comments. No funny memes. No haha end podcast with joke.
No, we've established who's on the pack today.
Yes.
Blizzard.
Yes.
That's also true. Wait,
Yeah.
hold on. He's not wrong.
Man, this is like the most boring ending of the podcast we've ever had. I'm kind of sad. I was expecting one of y'all to say something crazy or.
All right, everyone. Click that like button. I swear to God, if you don't click the like button.
Oh, like Blue Dragon Part 2, so that Zach can make Blue Dragon Part 3 so I can get 1,000 likes on it so that I can download Pokemon Unite on the phone.
Whoa, hey, we're adding more stipulations every second. We already shook hands, bro.
You're right, boycott Blizzard.
I mean, yeah, but like, yeah.
Oh, it's only been an hour and 15 minutes, huh? You know, now I think about it, there is one topic we haven't talked about.
Is it Sonic Colors?
Oh no!
Fuck you. Sonic Colors is mid, alright? It's mid. It's mid. It's mid. Admit it, Sonic community. I will never stop, not until the internet has understood the truth. The truth. And the truth is that Sonic Colors wasn't really that great, but wasn't really that horrible. So let's stop pretending like it's the second coming of Christ, Sonic fans. Open your eyes, sheeple. Sega's not going to help you now.
That's why you play the Yakuza series like a regular person.
Oh, I'm going to be playing Shin Megami Tensei tomorrow.
Ooh.
Nocturne?
Yes.
Ooh. Oh, you're playing that live?
Yes.
Ah, I'm ready. I'm ready for you to get mad at Demon Pokemans.
Demon Pokemans. I already got the title set up for my stream and everything. Demon Pokemans.
Nice.
Proud of you.
That's on Twitch, right?
Yes.
Go watch him at Napalm Ascended. I'll put it on the screen. I'll actually put effort this time. I think I hit my mic. Watch him stream it. Stream it if you're watching the podcast. Well, yeah.
If 10 more people follow me on Twitch, I'll wear my Joker mask and I will stream something.
Oh, wait. I just realized this podcast probably is going to come out after you do the stream.
Not if you do it now.
Well, I'm planning on doing a stream every Saturday.
So what time should we expect?
Around 3 p.m. is when it's going to start.
Eastern Standard Time? 3 p.m. Be there. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. You're going to watch a grown man probably scream.
God.
And then
God, that game.
Yell at Dante when he gets to Dante.
Yeah, definitely gonna do that. Yeah.
All right.
I think that's where I stopped the first time I started playing.
It's the Dante fight. Oh my god.
I beat him. He left. I'm like, what do you mean he's not on my team yet? This game's shit. And then I stopped playing it. It's the only reason I got the game was to get Dante on my team.
Nice.
Fancy.
Okay, yeah. Good talk podcast. Yeah, woo, podcast.